Hi everyone, it's Molly Dawnbell. Welcome back, or hi if you're new, I don't know. So it's now July. The last time I did a barn vlog was like the summer one, which is near the end of June, something like that. Yeah, so this is sort of like a July barn vlog. It's so hot, I don't know how to act. Okay, I'm definitely a winter person. I really don't like summer. Yeah. Anyway, we have a really long to-do list today. We have lots to get done. We have lots of horses to ride. We have lots of horses to feed. So I gotta head to the barn as soon as possible and feed the horses for the morning. And then I think we have the farrier coming today. I'll have to double check in the tack room when I get to the yard. So yeah, let's get started. So as I'm filming this, it's the 11th of July. I'm guessing this video will be released some days after that, but it's really hot. Here in Silverglade, we are getting a really bad heat wave, so I turn in the horses during the day and I turn them out at night so that they still get them field time, but not when it's really hot. So I noticed that Dusty was walking a little bit weird. I thought he might be lame, but I found out he was missing a shoe, but not to worry because it's farrier day, so I just shrugged it off and brought the guy inside because farrier. And then when I went to greet my girl Star, she ran off, obviously. Hi everyone, so now it's time to prep the horse's feed. So we're obviously using our very own brand TrueStride. We use a little bit of everything nowadays. It's just whatever I'm feeling. It depends how my horses are working. So I just set up all their feed in their buckets, and some of my horses like it, like, what is that, soaked? Soaked oats. And some of them like it dry in their, I think that Sox is my most picky. Yeah, he is. Or maybe Captain. I also every morning give every horse that's currently in the barn and all the box stalls a fresh hay net every morning, whether that's alfalfa or any other hay, like Timothy, you know? So I just like to make sure they all have some hay to snack on. It's always good to have some forage. And then it was time for the farrier to come, and Dusty stood really well. I also put some cooling gel on his hooves since he was walking weird. Lola got her hooves done, and Captain, the farrier seemed to really like Captain. Yeah, they got along really well for some reason. And as Star kept biting his butt, she does this to me too. I don't know what it is. Yeah. He was really patient with Dakota. He did one hoof after just standing behind her and just talking to her. He did one hoof and then he stepped away for a bit just to see how she'd react. And she had a little moment where she was like, okay, what are you doing to me? But she eventually came back when I walked over. And then Sox was a little angel. He actually really enjoys getting his hoofs done. And then it was time to hose down some of the horses we have at our facility. Because it was such a warm day and we had so many horses going turn out and being turned in, I just had to groom some of them because they were, this was a back-breaking job. I had lots of horses to do, lots of ponies, goodness me, but you know what, it was worth it, and it probably made these ponies feel a lot better and get like a little bit of a break from the scorching sun that we have because it's just so hot. Isn't this guy super big? He was pretty hard to groom, I'm not gonna lie. This took an extra 20 minutes than the other horses did, but he stood really well for me, really sweet. And I do like to just groom horses as well as I love to ride. I love to just spend time with them too. Isn't this little guy like the polar opposite of that big giraffe you guys just saw? Yeah, this guy took a little while to actually stand nice for me. Alright, and then we're going to tack up Fletcher just to exercise him because he has no lessons this week. Good boy, come on. I know it's hot, I know. Goodness me, it's so hot. I can't even be bothered to ride. Welcome. Good boy. I know it's hot. So today's ride on Fletcher went pretty well. I was just having to exercise him because he had no lessons this week. And this guy, he had to get some work done. We didn't do too much because it was so hot and he was definitely feeling that. He has quite a thick coat for such a small pony. But it went pretty well, even though he was a bit cheeky at the start. As usual, he tried to cut corners and didn't really want to go forward right away. I had to use my legs and keep him on the outside track to remind him that I was riding, not just sitting there. For a majority of this ride, we worked on trot walk and walk trot transitions, making sure he stayed straight and didn't lean in on the circles. At first he was a bit heavy on one side, didn't want to bend, but once I used my legs properly and stopped being lazy, kept my hands steady, he started to listen more, which was kind of good. Had to really focus on not letting him get lazy or drift around because he was really feeling that today. As the ride went on, his transitions got really good as we went on. He went from trot to walk really quickly, maybe a little too quickly sometimes, but that meant he was listening, so I didn't really mind. The good thing about Fletcher being a lesson pony, he makes you work for it. He won't just do the job for you, but if you ride properly, he responds well. He's a really good teacher that way. It was a good ride, not perfect, but it was a good sort of little ride for such a draining day. So I'm just putting my stirrups up and then I'm going to take him back to his box because he's sweating like a pig. Come on, I know. Alright, and then it was time to ride Dusty. I took Dusty to the cross ties and then I went and got my saddle once he was standing nice. And I only gave him a quick groom because I planned to completely hose him down afterwards. So just picked his hooves a little bit, checked his new shoes, they were looking pretty good, and then I tacked up. So ideally at this point, I was planning to do some flat work with him, just like I did with Fletcher basically, but I decided that we were going to go for a hack, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, I took Dusty out for a hack today. He was forward as usual, but obviously in a good way. It's never in a bad way with him. He was really eager to get going and tuned in literally from the start. As soon as I took him out of his box, he was ready to work. He always likes having a purpose, so once we're moving, he settled into nice rhythm pretty quickly. He was really responsive to the aids and kept a good pace without needing much leg, which made for an easy, relaxed ride. Especially since I was melting like I was cooking in the sun. We did a mix of walk and trot and he stayed focused even with the usual trail distractions. Like I'm pretty sure a squirrel was following us and I'm not even exaggerating there. A couple of moments where he looked at things, but nothing dramatic, just his usual curious self. Dusty's a real people pleaser, so he's always trying to do the right thing. It makes rides with him feel productive without even being hard work. Overall, it was a solid ride. Nothing flashy, just a good, honest hack on a horse that genuinely enjoys getting out and doing something for himself. Because that's just Dusty for you. After attacking Dusty, I hosed him down, gave him a big sponge bath, and then I just pretty much let him relax in his stall. And then I went and got some lunch, so I got a coffee with milk and sugar, and then I got a burger and fries because I was feeling greedy. But this video was going to be longer and it was going to get a lot more done in it, but I decided to just do a sort of just like a barn vlog, a basic barn vlog, not like a day in the life, nothing too flashy, just because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I got lazy and it's really hot and I did just stop and I want to go home and I just want to lay down because it's so hot. I know that's bad, but I'm going to come back later and finish the rest of my chores. I was going to ride Lola and Star, but I'll give them a day off. I will. Anyway, I had so many, actually, I was gonna say I have so many bloopers in this video, but I actually only saved 2 of them, so you can see that. Yeah, I'll show you them. But anyway, thank you for watching, you guys, and I love you all so much. Thank you for I think it's 400 subscribers now, maybe more. Is it 3? I'm sorry, I don't check stuff like that, but thank you all so much. I love you. Bye. Incoming bloopers, by the way. Dusty's a real people pleaser. Fuck! It makes rides with him feel productive being hard work. Okay, hi guys, it's Molly. So I'm just here at the end of the video. I just want to talk to you guys for a second because I feel like I definitely don't talk enough. Goodness me. I just yapped for about 10 minutes, but just bear with me for a minute. So with my roleplay, I have a lot of plans and I've actually written them down. But yeah, I'm not going to read them out just yet, God. But I just want to say thank you really for just everybody who watches my videos, because according to my I'm not even going to take that out. God, how do you say that? Statistics. Most of my subscribers are... Oh my God, I need to restart. Okay. According to my statistics, most of my viewers and people who like the videos are subscribers. Not a lot of them are new people, which, I mean, that kind of sucks, but I'm happy that you guys stay and you like them. Yeah, I'm not even gonna edit this part out. Bye.